Hello guys, and welcome to another video. And a couple days ago, Nintendo released a new trailer for Mario Strikers Battle League, and I feel like the overall general consensus of this game is positive, but there are some concerns, which is mostly my opinion on it, because I do have some concerns despite being pretty excited about it. So in this video, I'm going to go through my concerns and my positives and excitement for this game. So, first off, I'm going to go through some of my concerns. So, I feel like my main concern with the game is content, because it feels like the game might be lacking from what we've seen, because they only show 10 characters, and I remember watching the trailer for the first time, I was like, ooh, what new characters are we going to get? But no, there weren't any more shown off, which was weird. Like, there's only Mario, Luigi, Bowser, Peach, Rosalina, Toad, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Wario, and Waluigi. And it's a pretty solid roster for like something like Mario Party Superstars, which had a pretty similar roster, but did have some differences. But in a game like this, like Mario Strikers, I think it would be much more interesting if there was more variety with the characters and everything. And I feel like they might be doing the fix-it-later approach or free content updates with this game, where they have like a limited amount of characters or content at launch and then add a lot of it later, which is a pretty disappointing practice, and it's ruined games like Mario Golf Super Rush, Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Switch Sports, and it significantly impacted games like Animal Crossing and Splatoon, which definitely aren't bad games and are definitely pretty good games, but I feel like they would have been better with more content at launch. And I feel like the free content updates, they wouldn't ruin this game. I feel like this game could still be really good without that, because the gameplay already looks great, and there still seems to be a lot going for this game, which I'll get into in a little bit. But it would definitely bring it down if there was a limited amount of content with only 10 characters and everything. And one thing that I really hope is that there are actually unlockable characters that we don't know about. And I do think that this might be the case, because the other Mario Strikers games did have unlockable characters when they had a similar amount of characters in the base game, like with around 9 or 10. And like, I just really hope there are, because it seems weird seeing characters like Daisy or Bowser Jr. or even Diddy Kong missing from the roster. So I feel like there is a possibility that there could be a few unlockable characters. And another reason why I think this could be the case is because of the unlock system that they already have with some of the stadiums and different things in the game. They have with the clubs and everything. So they might be doing something similar for characters. So I really hope that's the case. I really hope there will be more characters at launch if they're doing unlockables. I know that's not completely like likely or anything, because Nintendo hasn't been doing unlockable characters in a while, but I really hope the roster isn't as disappointing as this. It just seems unfitting for such a quality game like this. I'm definitely going to go into my positives, but this is definitely something that's weird about this game, and something that's definitely like unfitting about it, like overall. And another really unfitting thing is the lack of NPC variety. Like, I know this is really a nitpick. Like, I know you can go down in the comments and tell me that it's not a big deal. And it's not a big deal. I just kind of wanted to address it, because I think they could do a little better. Because the only, like, people in the stadium audience are Toads, Yoshis, Shy Guys, and Koopa Troopas, which is a little weird, because the backgrounds are really unique. Like, the Luigi's Mansion one looks really nice, and the Peach's Castle one looks amazing. But seeing these generic characters just really is weird, and it really isn't fitting. It would be really interesting if they had like more characters like Nokis and like Piantas and different things like that. And I know they don't have to go all out with it. Like, I mean, just a few more characters would be more interesting than just 4. Like, I feel like even Mario Golf Super Rush and Mario Tennis Aces did it a little better, since I think they had penguins and different things like that, or different characters like that in the background. So I think it would be a little better if they added a little more variety with the NPCs. And another very well, I'm not sure if it's very small because other people are complaining about it, but that is Boom Boom as the goalie. I mean, I don't have too big of an issue with Boom Boom as a character, but at least they should have given us the option to use the critters as the goalie. I think that would have been more interesting, and, like, I mean, Boom Boom, like, I feel like he's not really that... I mean, he's kind of boring. I guess you could, since he's, like, a really standard boss in the new Super Mario Bros. Games in 3D Land, but I think it would have definitely been interesting if they at least given us the option to have either Critters or Boom Boom as the goalie. I will say though, I do really like the artwork for Boom Boom. I mean, I guess that artwork can really make anything go hard, but yeah. So those are really my concerns with the game. Like, they're really not bringing it down that much for me. Like, I mean, I'm still probably gonna enjoy the game, I'm not sure, because we still have some things that we need to know about it, but I'm still kind of a little concerned about some of those aspects in terms of content. But my positives with the game, I'm definitely really looking forward to the gameplay. Like, the gameplay looks great. They're doing this new mechanic where you could slide into the other character on your team to, like, score a goal or to kind of get the ball farther across the field, which looks really nice, and I definitely feel like the gameplay feels more streamlined than the other games, and also a little more balanced too, because I really like the Hyper Strike and everything, because you have like an orb that you can use, and then you can do like a unique move with each of the characters, and it's kind of similar to the Super Strike and Mega Strike, but I feel like it's a little more balanced, at least compared to the Mario Strikers charged one, because you can't really charge it at any time. You actually need the orb and everything, so you can't like spam it, and like you really could in Mario Strikers Charged. At least that's how I felt like when playing Charged and everything. I feel like the Hyper Strikes work really well, and I really like how it kind of does the status effects on the stage. I think that's really cool, and overall, it definitely feels like the gameplay is more streamlined. It still has that same, like, really fast-paced feeling as the previous two games, and it still looks really good, and it's definitely, we're hopefully gonna work well in online, and if it does work, like, with Nintendo's, online infrastructure and everything, it would definitely be pretty fun. And another really interesting thing about this game is the customization. I really like the customizable aspects of this game, and especially with the clubs, and I think the clubs are a really cool feature in this game. I think it's definitely like a really cool thing that they have, because you can kind of really customize anything. Like, you could customize the colors of the jersey, and I think even like the symbols and different things. And even the stadium, which is really cool, because there's like different forms of the stadium. Like, there's ones that are like a lot bigger, and then you can kind of make them smaller, or like have more emphasis on the more natural structures and areas, or more emphasis on like of the building or the stadium itself. And I think that has a lot of potential if they're gonna have like a lot of stadiums in the game, which I hope they do. I hope there are like one for each character at least. That would be nice, but just overall the customization seems really nice. Like, you can even customize the turf and the goal and everything, and that is a really unique feature that I really like, and I feel like they could definitely extend the playability of the game, because you could kind of change up like the different areas. I guess like with the clubs you can kind of change it up and do different things with that, and I just really like that like mechanic overall. That I think that's a really cool feature. And another thing that I really like about this game is the aesthetic. I know some are a little disappointed that it doesn't really have the same gritty style as Charged, but honestly, I kind of like the style of this game like equally to Charged, because it seems to be going for like some like a futuristic style where like different stages kind of merge and stadiums merge together, and I think that's really cool, and a lot of them actually look pretty unique, even though they're based on things from other Mario games. Like, I know the one based on Mario, like the Mushroom Hills, it definitely kind of looks a little generic, like, with Mario games overall, but I feel like it's kind of like theming. They're kind of just maybe theming them around different characters, like I've said. But the Luigi's Mansion one looks really cool. It seems to be based on both 2 and 3, and I even said in the analysis, even 1 a little bit, kind of like a mixture of all 3 games, and it seems to take aspects from the series a lot. And the Bowser's Castle definitely looks cool. Like, there's one form of it, like, with the different forms that you could have in clubs, with the volcano and everything. I thought that looked pretty cool. And the Donkey Kong one, based on Donkey Kong Country Returns, looks really nice too. It's great to see another Donkey Kong themed stage in a game. We really haven't had that in a while. And another one was Peach's Castle, and I think that looks great. Like, it looks more unique than most of the other Peach's Castles, and it really doesn't seem to be based on any game. It seems to be going for its own thing. I didn't even think it was Peach's Castle at first. I actually thought it was Luigi's Mansion, like, when they zoomed into it on the trailer for the first time. It, like, honestly kind of looks like a really old castle, and it's kind of going for, like, a really, interesting vibe for it, like not really like any other Peach's Castle, and it looks really interesting, and I really like how it looks, and I hope they do that with the other stages, and I really hope there are more stages and everything in the game, or more stadiums. I think that would be nice to see more, kind of like my predictions. I really hope they do more of those kind of character-themed stadiums. I think it would be really nice to see some more stylized ones, like Peach's Castle or Luigi's Mansion. But anyways, those are both of my like concerns and things that I'm excited about for Battle League. Like, even though I did go through a lot of my concerns with the game, I'm generally pretty excited about it, and I really hope this game has enough content, or at least enough content at launch. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.